Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, Walking with Purpose. And today, I have a very interesting topic to discuss here that's going to really help a lot of men out there better understand what it takes to truly get a woman's attention for the right reason and how to keep her attention, or how to figure out if she's just not the right person without wasting too much time or investing too much time, which is what many men do nowadays, and they just don't even realize it, right? So I want to help you guys out there, and this is going to help you ladies as well. I want to help you guys out there really learn to much quicker identify if a woman's interested in you, and if she's not, what you can do. And you can even test to see how interested she is with what I'm going to teach you folks today. Today I'm going to be discussing use the takeaway with women. It works. Use the takeaway with women. It works. Now, I'm actually back at my favorite trail here. Those of you that have been following me for quite some time know I do a lot of live streams here. I've kind of taken a break from the mobile live stream walks to do the pre-recorded ones in more bite-sized format. So if I have to keep it quiet here for a little bit and wait for some people to pass on by, please forgive me. But yeah, before we get to the topic here, let me just show you the beauty here in 4K at 60 frames per second. It's just majestic, isn't it? Just majestic. The live streams that I do on YouTube from this trail are at 720p, 30 frames per second, and it doesn't do it the justice 4K 60 does, huh? But anyway, let's get right back to it. I'm actually recording this on Veterans Day, and there are quite a few people here, so I got to navigate my way around it. But let's talk about the takeaway. What is the takeaway? So let me just give you guys an example. Let's say, you use online dating like most people use nowadays. Online dating apps, etc., right? And you send a bunch of messages and you get a message back from a woman that appears to be interested, right? At that point, you chat a little bit, you decide to exchange numbers, and then what I always suggest is have at least one 30 to 60 minute phone conversation before you meet, because you're going to actually learn a lot about the woman's personality based on how she answers questions you ask. You're going to hear her tonality. You're going to hear whether she's coming off with more masculine energy than feminine energy. That's another issue we have nowadays, is because women are liberated, which is no problem, and they're empowered, and they're independent, they're working, making their own money and all that. A lot of women have come off differently when they put themselves out in the dating world. They come out more assertive, which is not really that attractive to men. Men are the assertive ones, and in a relationship, women, when they're more submissive, they're more attractive to men when they're more submissive. And when women flex their muscles, that's when men get repelled, at least the men that understand this, right? The men that don't understand this, I really want to help you. You're going to give in to any woman that gives you the time of day, even one that's flexing her muscles. And what you're not understanding is that, that's like a test right there. Women are testing your strength to see how strong you are. And are you stronger than they are? And if you're not, if they sense like they're stronger than you, it's just not going to work out. So let's say you get that phone call and it's going well, and you want to meet the woman, right? So you're going to ask the woman, hey, when are you free to get together? Would you like to hang out sometime? Sounds like we have a lot in common. You seem pretty interesting and cool and down to earth. I'd love to get to know you and meet up with you. And she's like, yeah, I'd love to meet you. And then you say, when are you free to get together? Now, some women might say, I want to meet you as soon as possible. If you're free sometime this week, I'd love to meet up with you one of these nights just to see, what happens in person, right? That's what you're ideally looking for. That's going to be a woman that's showing a lot of interest, a high level of interest. But let's say you get a woman that does this, and a lot of women do this, right? Let's say you get the woman that says, well, I'm busy for the rest of the week, and I've got plans this weekend with friends and family, and I'm not going to be available until the following week. Well, the truth of the matter is this. If a woman is super attracted to you, likes your pictures, likes what you wrote in your profile, likes the conversation you had on phone, if she's really totally feeling it 100%, she's not going to make you wait to meet her. She's going to find a way to fit you in, right? So what do you do in that situation when a woman says, I'm going to be busy the rest of the week, and this weekend I'm busy with friends and family and blah, 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 right? This is what I'd say. I'd say, well, okay, no problem. I understand. It sounds like you have a lot going on right now. How about you reach out to me next week? Send me a text next week when your schedule clears up, and we can just go from there. Now, some women might just, say, okay, I'll reach out to you next week. Nice talking to you, all right? Some other women might say, well, how come we can't make plans right now? Why don't we make plans for next week right now? My schedule gets really, really busy, and, I'd rather plan this now so I can fit it in, right? And when you get a woman responding in that way, in my opinion, it should be a fact, she's really not that interested in you. And by the time it gets to the following week, more than likely she's going to forget about you because you're just another option. She's probably talking to many, many guys, and maybe, out of the 10 guys she's talking to, you may be the top 3 or 4, but still, if you were her top choice, she would find a way to meet you sooner, right? So in that case, I would just say, well, I'd rather not make plans right now. It sounds like you have a lot going on, and I respect that. Just reach out to me next week when your schedule clears up. No rush. I'm a very patient guy. Blah, 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 right? At that point, she might say, okay, yeah, no problem. I'll reach out to you next week, right? But then some women might be adamant and say, well, why are you making this so difficult, right? Why can't we just make plans right now? If that happens the second time, when you try this is called the takeaway. When you try the takeaway twice, and a woman starts to get angry that you're not making plans and you want to give her space to, figure this out and let her deal with her busy schedule and get back to you when she's free. When a woman reacts to it that way a second time, it's basically a woman that has a low level of interest in you. And basically she wants to put you on her schedule as an option if all else fails the following week. So what would end up happening? Like if you made plans with her, if you ended up making plans with her like a week and a half in advance after that first phone call, and then it came around to the day you made plans, if she has nothing better going on that day, she'll probably keep the plans with you. But if a better option comes up between now and then, she'll flake out on you. But she'll keep you as an option until that very last minute. And this is what a lot of you guys don't understand. That's why you got to take that away from women, right? Why do women have these options nowadays to flake out on you at the last minute? And why do they make plans with you so far in advance if they supposedly really like you? Why do they even have that option? It's because there are so many thirsty men out there, the thirsty beta males, that will conform and comply with every woman's wants and needs, whether it's genuine or ridiculous, right? And when a woman comes around a guy like me, right? A guy that understands what's going on and is a down-to-earth, real guy and is not going to put up with the flakiness and the BS and all that. When a woman comes around a guy like me, because of the way she's used to dealing with the thirsty beta male, she's going to think I'm the jerk, when in actuality, I'm the prize. I'm the good guy out of all of them, right? So, guys, here's the thing. Don't be afraid to, use the takeaway when you feel that the offer that the woman is putting out there is not to your best benefit. When a woman pushes meeting you like a week or a week and a half after you have a great conversation and you feel you're connecting, it's a low level of interest. And you can test her level of interest by, like I said, using the takeaway. Now, another part of the takeaway, real quick before we wrap up this video here. Let's say you've been dating a woman for a while, and you've been together for a couple, 2-3 years, and you've fallen in love, and everything seems to be going great. And all of a sudden, the woman comes to you one day and says, "You know what? We need to break up. I'm just not feeling it anymore. You're a great guy. I just don't feel it. I just don't feel things are, going the direction I thought they were going to go." And as a guy, if you're dealing with that, keep your cool and say, "Okay, well, if that's what you want, I understand." And she might say, "But you know what? You're such a good guy. I'm hoping we can still be friends," right? So a lot of women will give you the friend zone spiel, right? And the truth of the matter is that they're just trying to keep you around on backup status in case other options fail that they've encountered while they were with you that they perceive to be better at that time, right? So what do you do in that situation? How do you handle that? Well, this is what I would do. I would say, "Well, you know what, babe? I'm not interested in being just friends. I only want something romantic, just like we've had. And the reason is because I think you're very sexy. You have a great personality. I've enjoyed spending time with you. And I just can't see us being just friends. That's not going to work for me. But, if you don't want to be a part of this relationship anymore, I'm going to respect your wishes. I'm going to wish you the best of luck. And I'm just going to go do my thing." And at that point, you turn, you walk away, you never look back. And you never call her, you never text her, you never email her. You do not talk to her at all. You move forward and pretend like she's not around, right? Okay? One of two things is going to happen. She's either A, after a while, she may reach out to you and realize that she made a mistake and respect the fact that you just let her go and you went on with your life and you didn't let it bother you. You didn't get upset like most guys would react to it. Or B, she'll never contact you again, and that'll leave the space for you to find someone better. That's the proper way to handle it, guys, because here's the thing. The truth of the matter is this. There's no amount of begging or pleading that's going to get a woman to want you back. As a matter of fact, if you beg and plead to try to get a woman back, in the middle of her dumping you, that's going to set her further back. That's going to make her feel like you're desperate, you're weak, you're needy, and you're insecure. And those are things that all repel women. So don't give her that. Be the strong, confident man you are. And show her that you're good with or without her. And hey, if it's meant to be, and she reaches out within 30 or 60 days, or if it's sometime in the future and you both happen to still be single and you want to give it another go, then at that point, she has to be the one that reaches out to you first. And at that point, like some other coaches out here on YouTube say, one of my favorite is Coach Corey Wayne. At that point, if she reaches out and wants another chance with you because she's the one that initially changed the terms of your relationship from romantic to friendship, right? She's going to have to come to your place 3 times in a row and have overnights, have great intimacy. And if she comes to your place 3 times in a row and has intimacy with you and it feels right and she's not forcing you to take her places or anything like that, then the 4th time you start to do the things you used to do before she initially broke it off with you. So That's how to use the takeaway, guys and gals, to to get it to work in your favor, guys. When it comes to women, the takeaway is one of the best things you can do. Especially, only the strong alpha type of men are going to understand this, because the beta males are the ones that have ruined it for us good guys. Got some planes coming over here. Excuse me there. Just wanted to show that. It's because of the thirsty beta males that have given women unlimited options, which is why us guys, we have to be even stronger like this. Anyway, enough said there. I want to thank you all for taking the time to view this video. Another video is coming to this channel soon. Please like, share, subscribe, bang the bell, select all notifications, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.